Now, the Reds appear to be in outstanding form as well ahead of this matchup with the Brumbies. They continued their hoodoo over the reigning Super Rugby champions, the Chiefs, last weekend. And Ewen McKenzie is in a good place to make his last season at the helm a memorable one. Marto, you spent some time with Ewen during the week.
Yeah, but I simply asked him, halfway point of the year, is this the biggest game of the season?
Oh, there's lots of big games. I had to talk to the players about that. I mean, as a coach, you're always telling the players that this next game is the biggest game they're ever going to play in their life. And certainly is big in terms of the context of the competition, but players have long seasons, so it's a challenge. They've just come off a big game, and now we've got another one. But that's the way the competition works. So yeah, the good teams front up, and we're a bit tired at the moment, but we'll front up by the end of the week.
How much does the battle against a high-profile, highly rated coach get the juices going for you personally?
I don't really see it. I don't see that Jake and I against each other. We're obviously we're the guys who get to talk to the press and make all the noises and try and be funny. But in the end, it is a team thing. It's the players and the staff trying to get a result.
Well, you're generally renowned for making opposition teams do things that they don't like doing. What is it the Brumbies don't like doing?
Well, I know what they like doing because they do a lot of things the same every week. So they've got a lot of things they do the same. So we're going to try and get them to do things a little bit differently. So that's a good challenge for us. We're looking forward to it.
Hey, what part of last weekend's performance by the Reds against the Chiefs makes you believe they're ready to beat the Brumbies and take the top spot?
Well, I think that we're just growing in our the attack part of our game. The fact that we're able to do different things from the week before and still generate a bonus point out of the game. So that means our attack's starting to pick itself up. The reality is that Chiefs and the Brumbies are. The similarity of those two teams is around the breakdown, about how they approach the breakdown, and they're very competitive in that area, so there's a lot of similarities there. Aside from that, they're very different.
Hey, mate, was Quade's omission from the Wallaby training camp any extra motivation for his performance last weekend?
Look, I think Quade's been around long enough to understand that the team that they pick in June is the one that's the most important, so he'll just keep plugging away and trying to play good rugby, and when they get around to picking the team to play the Lions, that's the one you want to be in. In the end, form's going to matter going into June. And if he's out there playing and playing well, that's the best he can do.
Now, Link, you seem very vocal on the weekend in a couple of newspaper articles, or probably over the last couple of weeks, about your potential for success as Wallaby coach. It almost seemed like the start of a campaign. Have you made a decision to do a hard sell on yourself?
I think what people probably should understand is, look, I availed myself to the press. So you make yourself available. When I sit here, I'm sitting here talking to you. You can ask me questions about the Brumbies game, and then you turn the discussion into discussions around that. So now if I start talking about Wallaby aspirations or whatever, that'll turn into an article or something somewhere else, and then people will start making comments about that, whether I'm just answering your questions. I can't help that they'll take some of that and turn that into a story and make it look like I'm running a political campaign or whatever. In the end, I've said it, I'd love to coach the Wallabies, but I don't control the timing. Simple as that.